Hi everyone, I am going to give you a little tutorial on using a citation management tool. I'm not going into all the nuances and details, but I just want to show you what a citation management tool can do for you and to give you maybe a few little tips when you're using it. So I am going to run you through something that actually I am working on currently. So let me pull up my screen and share that with you. All right. So let's say there's a paper that I'm working on. I'll just use a paper that I'm getting ready to edit for something. So I have this paper on preventative care for the elderly dental patient. And what I'm going to do is, so I'm in Microsoft in my OneDrive, Microsoft 365. What I need to do in order to use my citation management is actually to open this up in the app. So in the Microsoft Word app. So once I have opened it up in there, you'll see the document here. And you'll notice that at the top here, I have a Zotero tab. So if you don't have this, once you open Word, you would need to download the Zotero add-in for Word. And so once you do that, it should show up. I've already created a Zotero account online. I have, logged into my account here. And here, I've refreshed my Zotero. And so I'm going to pull up, I've downloaded Zotero. So I'm pulling that up right now to show you. So when I open Zotero, this is what it's going to look like. And you can see that I've used a lot of it. I know that yours may be empty when you start. But I do encourage you can see here that I have some folders of different things. So we wrote some things on cultural competence, dental simulation, stretching, and some other HIPAA, things like that. And so keeping folders of these is really a way to keep organized. So this topic is older adult dental care. And you can see that I have lots of different articles here that I have brought into my Zotero account. And so I'm going to show you how those get there. So I'm going to move my Zotero off to the side here, and I'm going to show you. So normally I'm usually going to search PubMed for this type of topic. So I'm at the Health Sciences Library page. I am going to search PubMed here. And let's say just looking for, topics on geriatric populations. And so let's say that there is a article that I'm interested in. So I'm going to look at this article and I'm going to say, okay, yeah, I'll open up the full text, see if it's what I want, those types of things. Is this an article that I would find useful? And so I'm going to read it and I'm going to decide, yep, this is something that I would find useful. And so there are some different ways that you can put this into Zotero. But one of the ways is that you can hit Cite, and then you can download this file, an NBIB file. And you can see here at the top, it's downloaded. What I can do then is in Zotero, I can take this and I can import. So you go File to Import. And the next screen that comes up is where do you want to import from? And I'm going to choose a file. And then under my downloads, there's this NBIB file. And so I will open that up and it will bring this into my my Zotero. So it just brings it in as a separate folder, but I want to make sure that this gets into my topic here. So I'm going to take this article and just drag it into this older adult care article. So I know sort of where this lives. All right, so that is one way, and then you can download a full text. I don't keep full text in my Zotero. I usually keep them in a separate folder, but you can keep full text within Zotero if you have enough storage space within it. Sometimes the storage space becomes a little bit of a problem. But so let's go back to some of my results. We'll go back to let's find a different. Let's find a different article. Let's say, we'll look at this article. So another way you can do this is up here, I'm using Google Chrome. If you have sort of the Zotero add-in to Google Chrome, you can use this button and say save to Zotero, and then you can actually choose which folder you would like it to be in. And so I'm going to choose older adult care. And so it will save this entry into there. That's an easier way to do it. It does require this Google Chrome add-in that you can just get off of the Zotero website. But then all of these things will show up in my Zotero under my folder older adult dental care. So that's how I get them into Zotero. And so when I'm reading articles, I'm going to put them into Zotero. I think I'm going to use them, those types of things. Now, the next step is when you actually are going to write your paper. So as you can see, we have our Zotero add-in for Word. So you need one for your browser and also for Word. And let's say, I'm working on this particular paper and I'm making some edits to this. This is the paper that's already done. And so let's say that I have written this sentence and I need to add my citation. And so you'll take your cursor to where you want the citation to go, and you're going to add a citation. And so let's see, I think one of the authors, you would type in either the author's name, or you could type, and you can see the choices that come up. You could type in the just the name of the article, and it would give you some choices. And so then that'll come up. If there are multiple citations, you would just then start typing another, and you could choose 2. And you could add as many as you want. And then once you have those, you can hit enter. And this is a little slow today, but it will then add these numeric citations into your article. One of the things to remember is you want to make sure when you hit document preferences, you'll get some choices on citation style. Generally, the AMA citation style will get you closest to the NLM. Vancouver is also a close choice, though it cites in-text cites a little bit differently. So depending on who you're writing for, depending on what journal potentially, but the AMA one is usually a good choice. And then you can put in different features of what you would like it to do. So do you want them to update the citations? Do you want to use the Medline journal abbreviations? You have some options there. And then if you want a different style, you can click on the advanced and you can see there's lots of different choices for citation style if you're writing for a different journal or a different type of thing. So you'll go through your paper and you'll write and you'll add your citations and it will number them for you. And then at the very end, so let's say this document I'm still kind of working on, but I'll give you an example. We'll go to the very last page, and I already have something on here, but I'll give you an example. Let's say, so I'm getting ready to make my references page, and what I'm going to do is I am going to add edit bibliography, and you're going to ask it to enter that. and it will enter. Let's see. Oh, let's see if we didn't get. Oh, hang on a second. So this is bibliography. All right, so it tells me what they all are. So when I hit that button, I get this, and it's telling me what all the references are that are in the bibliography. Now, this is kind of an important step when you're filling out this bibliography, is sometimes the way things get entered into Zotero isn't correct or isn't the way you want it. And so let's say my citation style, I don't need to italicize these for this journal. You can then change that. Um, and it will give you this. And then you can click on the next one. And if there's any errors or anything spelled wrong, you can edit it here. And so then you hit OK. And let me see. You have your references all listed out by number. And so it will enter this all in order for you with all of this information. You do need to go back and double check your reference list and make sure that everything is in here. It's correct. Make sure the formatting is right, because it won't get it right every single time, depending on how you import the source. So that's just a very quick overview of what a citation manager can do for you in your writing. They don't all work exactly the same, but whatever citation manager you choose, you can work pretty closely. They all have very similar features. And so I just wanted to give you an idea of what a citation manager could do and what it would look like. And as you delve into this more, there's lots of tutorials that I've provided you resources for. If you decide to use Zotero, I'm pretty proficient in Zotero, so I can also help you out with Zotero if you have any other questions. But you're free to use whichever citation manager you're most comfortable with, or maybe one that fits your style best, or maybe one that you've already used. So I hope this was helpful.